Welcome, guys. The North American Online League is in the heat of the battle. Lots of games have been played, and today is round 3 coverage. Very, very good. Here is our allotted section. Today we will be doing both our set of 3 games and also Jeremiah Dunley's set of 3 games here. So it should be very, very good. Okay, let's begin. First game, we have Good Vibes. David Grillat. This guy is very nice, very good guy. And look at him, he's surfing versus the cat. Very, very good. This is very in modern Go series. The peep before AI, the peep was thought to be helping black more than it was helping white. However, nowadays it is now understood that the peep helps white a little more than it helps black. White stone is on the outside after all. Okay. This extension is a very far extension. It's 4 spaces. This means with 4 spaces, either of the middle invasions will not be will not be captured. They will also not be cut. So this is a very wide extension. Usually people prefer to extend a little bit smaller and keep your stones in one chunk. Okay, black doesn't worry about it and just continues to develop. This is good. This is a bit of a unconventional Joseki down here. Joseki move is just to turn black Ataris, extends, and white Ataris here. When the game Atari here happens, it commits black to extending, but does white really want to have this fight? Okay, these 2 moves are basically forced. Right now there are several things black can do. One is to Atari here and then extend. This gives black some more liberties, but once white gets enough liberties, white can capture the corner. So if black were to defending the corner one more move, this outside looks fairly good for white, or at least white has recovered to the original Joseki shape. This one, it's very, very tempting for black to play the following push and cuts. Now it would be more perfect if this ladder works, but even if this ladder doesn't work, these moves are all sente moves, and after white plays here, to fix a corner, black can extend at 9 or capture one of the 2 stones. This should be also very, very good for black. Pretty okay. In the game, black chooses to extend one more time and see if white wants to connect and capture these 3 stones. If this happens, the block is sente, and then another jump. This looks about even. This looks about even. Probably a little bit good for black, given that white, f4 Atari. So in the game, white extends. Okay, that could work. This basically forces black to Atari here, and then this turn becomes not necessarily sente after this. Let's check. Unfortunately, I think this is still going to be sente. This is a very famous one-legged chicken shape for both black and white. One-legged chicken in this case is because white has to play 1 and then 2 to capture here. The one-legged chicken proves to be stronger for black than it is for white. So after all of these considerations, the extend is much, much worse than just connecting, because after black Atari is here, the turn is still sente. And this would be very good for black. note how the 1 and the b3 stone is now exchanged for a very, very good exchange for black. In the game, black chooses to get one more liberty in the corner. This is ill-advised. White has a very good counterplay to push here. This White is protecting this cut, but this move also does the maximum job possible of putting pressure on the black stones on the outside. And so after 3, 5, 7, we can see here that white still captures the corner, but also white's side and the upper left middle is very, very good now. So for this reason, this move needs to be played. White didn't play it, white just connects. Okay, and this allows black to turn in Sente as we discussed. The corner white has only 10 points plus 14, around 15 points. So it's not that big, and afterwards black's outside influence should be superior to the little bit of corner territory. Black does jump. This is very, very normal and very reasonable. I really like how black played this jump here. Many of us would rather play it safe and capture the one stone there. Atari here, maybe even knight's move. All of these moves are capturing the one stone for sure, but this move, this is helping the weaker of the two sides first, and it's just it feels like black has stretched out, and it feels very comfortable overall here for black. Very efficient as well. Okay, white expands here. This is not advised because white already captured the corner. Expanding here will only give white a little bit of additional territory. A little bit of additional territory is insignificant. One, compared to the outside big moyo, and two, this one little bit of territory doesn't help white that much. If black plays another move here, white can tanuki again. It's exactly this tanuki ability that whenever you can tanuki, given that the opponent plays another move, you know that you have a lot of strengths in the area, and you always want to use your own strengths to allow you to wrap around from the outside, not play on the inside and surround any additional territory. So this otherwise perfectly normal looking move is now a very bad idea for white. It's a lot smaller because the additional territory is not worth that much. For black here, remember that the top hand side has a very severe invasion. One great idea is to invade now. Another one is to invade the 3-3. It's very big. Another one, of course, as the game, black is surrounding, making a very big moyo. Another idea is to tanuki here, and then this is more territorial in black's approach. The knight's move is a clearly very good spot. So okay, let's see how white deals with the formation. Attach, very good. The normal move is to attach here, but if we do this now, black has lots and lots of counterplaying potential, so this is fine. Locally though, this shape is very efficient for black. It's we know that the star point and a knight's move is often a AI recommended efficient enclosure, and then R5 and R4 stone clearly favors black a little bit. Okay, this is a good idea to give up on the lower right and then move on to here. However, the little bit of additional thickness that was given to black's group earlier with that peep is going to allow black to do a very strong pincering attack. Namely, once white runs out here, black will just chase white from the moyo side, and this is one big territory. So because black's corner has nothing to worry about, in terms of living, it's going to be very easy. So once again here, definitely go for the outside jump. Let the corner, take some damage. It's there to sort of tank the damage for you. However, if you add another move into the corner, this does allow white to turn and start to address the moyo. So black sort of slows himself down a little bit. However, this thickness making move is going to help black with invading later and attacking the white stones, also pushing through and cutting and fighting here, which is what black does. So overall, this feels quite favorable for black so far. Normally capturing these two white stones is very big and unacceptable for white. In this case, because whites are addressing black's moyo, it can be very tempting for white to go for this. However, even though white is making at least one eye, this group is probably alive, and the moyo is reduced. The key word here is it's only reduced. So as long as black's stones are not in any jeopardy, in any danger, this will be very good for black. As long as black has nothing in danger, black can invade, and after white takes care of that group, black can invade here. After white takes care of this group, black invades in the corner, and then later, after white takes care of the left, then black comes back and surrounds some territory, at which point white would have very little territory. So black is doing quite well in this game so far. Okay, in the game, black just invades the 3-3. This is highly efficient. This move is reducing white's left-hand side. However, given that the top white position with a block at h18 this is stronger than usual, white's left-hand side, because of the existence of this honey connecting sente, this honey connecting sente makes white extra strong. Because of this, the left-hand side is already fairly strong for white, and as a result, black doesn't want to reduce the thickness territory. Instead, black wants to surround his own much bigger territory on the bottom. Another thing, of course, we can still invade on the top, and right now, the right-hand side for black is very strong, so it works very well in a sandwiching sense. Something like this. This is for sure gonna force white to live in the corner, and then maybe black can think about cutting here and attacking this group, and then after white runs out here, then go swing over to the left and attack the left-hand side group, and then at the end take care of the black stones at the same time as putting pressure on white, and at the end attack the middle white group, and white is going to survive somehow, and then black is going to make, that would be the ideal scenario for black. It all starts with taking the initiative on the attacks. So when black plays this move, in a location that white has the thickness and strength advantage, this gives white the initiative now, and so now it is up to white to do whatever white to do whatever. As long as white doesn't defend the left-hand side territory, there are it would be good. It would be a small gain for white. Let's see what white chooses. So some of these sentes, and then white plays here. Aha. So this move doesn't defend the territory. It sort of defends this cut. Unfortunately, black is now about to run away with all the territory in the game. So this move is going to be a little bit too slow. Surrounding something on the bottom, very, very good. In the game, black plays a knight's move. It's reducing the top. It's expanding black's right-hand side and also attacking the white stones. This will not be a bad move. This would be a very strong move. And here white goes for this. This is another in the middle of the board kind of move. The trick for these kinds of moves, guys, is whenever you move, it's all about the relative strength of your stones in the middle of the board. So whenever your stones are not helping you get stronger or attacking something, it is you can almost always find a better move. In this board, for example, attach. This is a much more urgent and on the spot kind of moves. This can keep sente for white. Another move, of course, is to invade the bottom. In the game, white first plays here. Black swings over, attacking the right-hand side white group. Now white is under a little bit too much pressure to really invade the bottom, and this means that black will have an easy time surrounding at least some part of the bottom in sente. In the game, white invades. This invasion point, because remember black's very, very strong on the bottom, then it's too close to the strengths, and as long as black cuts white, one of the two sides are going to be in grave danger. Let's see how black cuts white. Black plays here, okay. White decides to first make the right hand side alive. Now would be a great time to play this move. This is a very conservative move, jumping back at 3. This is swallowing up the stone. That would be fine. In the game, black plays the invasion we talked about. This is also perfectly okay. This assumes the bottom is already swallowed up, and when white tries something, black is just gonna, 1 and 2, something like that. Very strong play by black. Very aggressive and strong play by black. Okay, in the game, a cutting commitment fight occurs, and this attach is in the exact right location. However, okay, good, and the cutting fight ensues. Okay, and now black will capture, and this is a big success for black. Even though white survived, black captured additional points and destroyed all the white potential. Here, white's move has to be to block from the other side, and this is an unclear liberties fight. Of course, I say white has to do this, but if it doesn't work, white loses on the spot, and it does not work. So don't. My recommendation will not have helped white. One thing is not much here to help white with. There's this kind of thing. Black will capture the 1 stone, but white still finds himself cut off somehow. So. This was a very good invasion spot. Okay, so in the game, this happens. Black gained in sente. The safety move is to surround the territory. Let's see. Black continues to go after white stones. Good. Extend is also sente. Connect is also strong. This one is, this is directly trying to win this middle cutting fight. In the game, black extends back. This will be okay too. Black goes after this 1 stone. Probably better to surround the bottom. It's noticeably very, very big. There's only one reason to go for this over the bottom territory, and that is continued aggression. Let's see. This was a good opportunity for white to sacrifice the 3 stones in order to try to link up with the 1 stone on the bottom and destroy as much territory as possible. In the game, white answered, so this allows black to cut the middle white off. And here is where the game goes into the game deciding moments. Here the most important thing is to play 1 as a attached move here. The next move, this Hane, is a very good move. When white Ataris, black can use the Ataris against white to form this very good surround against the outside. It cuts down on white's liberties. In the game, when black played, so usually you don't want to play super aggressive with all the cuts and then play this very conservative capture on the bottom. So now white has an opportunity to do something amazing, which is Atari, Hane, and then black here, and all the white stones in the middle of the board are sort of in the perfect netting location spots, and then this black middle group is going to be captured. So this Atari captures the 3 stones. So see the difference? Black played this move, white captured the middle stones. This attach will also capture the black stones. So this was very well done for white, and a lot of damage has been sustained for black. Unfortunately for white, white has 10, 20, 30, 40, 45 points, and black already has 10, 20, 30, 35 on the right alone, and black still has a significant lead in this game. So, okay, more fighting on the upper side, very nice. At least white is able to find some kind of a counterattack against the middle group. Unfortunately, that gets shut down when black connects here. I have to say, this game, black has played a very, very good game overall. This move now play this and then use the push and the cut. Use white's weaknesses to connect to black's middle. This would have been perfect. When it counts, this is the second time now. Remember, the first move was N4. This is the second move in which black has played a totally defensive move that sort of left him much, much weaker than beforehand. So if black loses this group, that would be 2 major fights that black has lost in the latter stages. This is interesting. However, this is going to work for black. So this invasion just is too deep for white. Fortunately for white, now black messed this up, and now black is not able to capture the white stones. So another victory for white in the local fighting. Look, white even captures a couple of stones. All right, let's see if all this white successful fighting has made it has allowed white to come back in the fighting. Wow, 1.5, half a point lead for black right now. Very, very interesting. We really saw we really saw a very, very interesting game today. At the end here, black is going to win the game by 1.5. Wow. Black wins by 1.5, going up by 44, and even more later, I bet. So this was very, very good. So here, remember when black was doing really well, what black did really well was invading. Was putting pressure on the opponent, not just surrounding territory, splitting white up, This was what black did really well. And in the first fight, major fight on the top side, black gained. On the middle, black gained too. But in the most crucial moment, black sort of went back in on himself and just played a wimp out move. And this wimp out move allowed white to do major damage to black's center. Despite losing the keystones in the center, black still retained a very significant lead, 20 points plus. And in this fighting, black did also very, very well here. And he was destroying white. He already almost captured the top with just one more move. And he's winning by a whole lot now, 46. At this point, he's probably only 41. At this point, it was his moment to just take the white group here. And even if white was able to survive, white just can't survive like this. This would be his. This would be a huge victory. However, this kind of inefficient defensive moves are really, really costly. And we can see here the second one probably more costly than the first with the 3 stones. And so okay, and this made the game a bit close and a little bit of inexact gameplay. Blocking would also work, capturing would also work. Inexact gameplay allowed white to just further damage into the black territories. Here the move is to capture and then use this sente. And now black is already alive in sente. If you want some more territory here, just play the connecting move. And this is still very, very good. Still fine for black. Okay, so very, very exciting game for board 1. I hope black sees this and says, I have to keep up my aggression level and strive for more. If I slow myself down, that would be, not only does that give your opponent a chance to catch up and defend himself, it also gives your opponent the time to sort of turn the tables on you and then counterattack you. Next we have Jar 12 versus Baduk T GG3. Alright, interesting names. I think this is the first time I've seen either of these two players. Okay, in the beginning, remember guys, with the one space pincer jump, one of the AI recommended moves is to counter pincer like this as black. This is perfectly fine as a local move by black. So something to give you guys, to take going forward. For white, some moves defend, headbutt, attach to seal black in, to jump. These are all fine moves. In the game, white played the diagonal move. This prevents the attachment underneath and that kind of variation. However, it prevents it because of the way white can maintain connection and cut black. Okay, however, this slows white down a little bit. This allows just go into the 3-3, and this allows black to just have a Joseki shape plus a favorable exchange, K17 versus J16. In the game, black chooses to fight and jump out. This makes white's move very efficient again. And then invade. Okay, so this black moves are working a little bit at cross purposes here. So definitely just invade the corner, it's efficient enough. Okay, so in the game, black wants everything, the outside and the corner. The move is here. However, this jump exchange with black getting surrounded in the middle is going to be a good exchange for white. So this black lacks a little bit in efficiency. So to make up for the lacking efficiency, black plays the large knight move. This is a very, very good, tricky move. White's play is to likely attack the middle, press on the upper side. This is also attacking the middle and strengthening white. This is a glaring weakness in the black shape. The glaring weakness is this move, push, and then cut Atari and capturing the black corner. However, this is a bit of a trick because when black pushes through in Sente, white has to connect at 7. This local result favors black, so it's a bit of a bait, a bit of a baiting issue. So this move is more valid than it looks despite the weaknesses. So that's going to be okay. This is why also white just ignoring this and playing on the outside is okay. Okay, in the game, white attaches and then attaches on the outside. This exposes too much weaknesses in the white shape. Connect and then push through is very, very strong. Note how if white goes for the corner now, despite this favorable exchange, b13 versus 1, it's still overall good for black. That one stone coming into usefulness in later fighting as well. So strongest move, black connects and then extends out. Another strong move, push through and then connect. This cuts white into 2 and rescues all the black stones. In the game, black Ataris, and this sort of reverts back to a normal Joseki sequence, somewhat even Joseki, which is fine. Okay, here white wants to make this push. It creates 2 cutting points in the black shape at no expense to white. It doesn't hinder any of white's liberties. So if you just jump, this press is very thick and it's very, very strong and very important, very good for black here. Okay, black plays aggressively. This is recommended, so that's good. The peep here is on the 3rd line to get white to play this empty triangle shape. When black peeps on the 4th line, white plays a very efficient tiger mouse move shape, and as a result, we can see here black would much rather have this shape, which black could get with a peep on the 3rd line, than this shape. Now white can cut, white can hane. Okay, in the game, white plays this move. This move is a little dangerous. The recommended moves are to capture black's corner, stone with a Joseki shape here. Another move is to press. This shape is a little bit dangerous because when black peeps, white has to block on the inside. White connects on the outside, this is almost unstoppable. Both sides are very weak for white. So this peep is a locally very, very strong move. And because there is a peep, white has to block on the inside. These kinds of moves are sente, which makes white have to connect. So black's corner is a bit stronger now with all the aji in the white shape. And of course, this press is also noticeably a very nice exchange for black too. Okay, in the game, black invades. This is fine. However, right now, the focal point should be on the upper side. Here, if black could get a sente here and then jump, this rescues all the black stones. And also, the next move, black has a very severe cut here, and now all the moves that were made before, all the black moves, black stones around the area are joining together in this surrounding and capturing of the white group. This would be super strong for black. Yeah, so this is likely sente, and white is gonna likely defend and connect. And you can see here, this move strengthens black and makes some territory and takes away white's eye space. So this is one of the focus points in the game right now. The right hand side as well, also good. However, the recommendation is to invade bigger so you can capture more later on. This move attacks the 3 stones, but white doesn't get white is not in that much danger. This frees up white to go into the corner, or play this move. If you spend another move, black's corner is now going to be under severe attack with a wedge maybe. And also if white just cuts here and captures the one outside stone or captures the one left hand side stone, both of these would make the upper left quadrant of the board, the entire left quadrant of the board much better for white. Black is now much weaker here than before. Whereas beforehand, when black played these moves, black was the one that's pretty efficient, making territory, and is the only one attacking, the only one with a possibility to attack white. So for all these reasons, both the black attack and the white defense are not the most important thing on this board right now. When the attack happens, black does not want to jump. Jump allows white to connect underneath, and so black has not gained any territory at the end of this. This double honey is a bit strong, but if white just Ataris from the outside across, this is very bad for black, and having this ko is also bad for black. White is perfectly fine. Okay, so for all the same reasons, this is not recommended. Right now, black has some very good disconnecting moves on the right hand side, and now white would be having to take care of both the upper and the lower right side. In the game, both players are fighting towards the middle of the board. Right now, the shape definitely extend and then save the stones in the corner. There's also this cutting weakness, and then play in this as a ko. This is white has to first strengthen the outside. So I lost a big game recently because of that corner ko, because of this corner ko. Okay, so after all is said and done, black surrounds on the outside, white is squashed, and finally white does go for this. Unfortunately, with all the liberties shortages, it's a little bit difficult for white to maintain everything, all the connections. Let's see, white connects, this is major damage against white, very good for black. This ladder will work, and this would be white totally destroyed. In the game, black makes a beginner's mistake and Ataris on the wrong side, and now the game sort of evens out again. Okay, black does play what we recommended earlier, so a very good recovery from messing up on the right. Yes, this is all very good, and this jump, makes a mojo out of many weak stones, which is very nice, very nicely done. Yes, so the fighting now revolves around the middle. In this kind of a position, playing light has its merits, and playing sente has its merits. Double hane for the sente, and now go for something like this. If white wants to capture 2 stones, let him have 2 stones in gote and then further block off the middle. That could be a very strong way to play. Black connects. When you're surrounding middle board territory, always be sort of running towards your goals. Right now, black is very far from claiming all of the middle as territory, so a move like this knight's move, this jump, all these are very strong moves because they sort of help with the immediate problem and they help surround. In the game, black If black plays this move, now black can block without any cutting points. Okay, don't give white that cutting point. In the game, black gives white so many cutting points, and the key here is to play this cutting point, and this extended sente, this is already gaining territory. Another move is to keep pressing, is to extend here, and then play this cut, and then throw in, play these Ataris, and then connect. This would do major damage to black. Okay, in the game, white extends into the middle. Mute Andy. Okay, so white goes into the middle here. Black needs to take care of the cut. Black plays here. This is sort of indirectly taking care of the cut. However, this strengthens the right-hand side, but doesn't strengthen the left-hand side. So this counter-attack by white is going to be very strong, and then white will be able to destroy all the black middle potential by counter-attacking. So this is why when you guys are surrounding the middle, the skin is okay to sacrifice. And the skin, by skin we mean these, the two stones on the top, this one stone here. These are good stones to sacrifice in order to step faster and reach your objectives. And here, sacrifice the skin, the first layer, and then everything is fine. Okay, so in the game, both sides are very heavy. White plays it wrong, so black does strengthen the weakest part of the moyo, and then comes back here. Again, extend. This prevents the cut from happening. Black jumps. Now white has created a little bit too many different groups for black. And now the focus point should be on the left-hand side. If white can get some very nice peeps in, and including this diagonal move, this is sente for this cut. So after this move, and then after pushing the 4 stones in the middle a little bit, white can surround and capture 2 stones, and white would be, all of white's problems would be solved. In the game, white plays a little bit too far away from the focal point of the game, and places cut and then push on the upper side. The capture now is very, very big. Sacrifice the corner and make sure the middle is captured. This is the most important thing. Black connects, still okay. Let's see if white, oh, white did it. Oh man. Okay. Yeah, so white is totally focusing on the top right corner, and this is not going to be as big as a middle. And this move is perfectly played by black. Okay, and okay, black lives in the middle. Can white live in the middle? Unlikely so far. Fortunately for white, white finds a very nice cut here. Unfortunately, the cut gets laddered and it dies. See, this is what we're talking about. The corner, when you're surrounding the big middle, the corner 3 stones become like the first layer of skin. The P18 is a second layer. The N17 and N18, these 4 stones become the third layer. Once white has exhausted all these moves trying to capture the skin, the meat, which is the middle, is already, narrowed off, and so now this is a very big win by black now. Just play here and it's all good. Okay, black can still connect and it's all totally fine. Oh my god. Let's see. White does play this cut. Okay. Oh boy. Black played so well, and then here black just the corner was basically totally dead, but black just didn't fix this cut, and this thing is just losing by 1 liberty. This saves the entire middle white group and captures part of the black corner. So very unfortunate. This is very, very sad way to lose the game. This move is unnecessary. Remember that weakness we talked about earlier here. It doesn't matter too much. This is as long as white doesn't push. When white pushes, this gets cut off. So as long as white didn't push, this was not going to be any problems. Unfortunately, white pushed. Okay, so this roller coaster has just taken another turn. Here, this move, very important for black to get at the liberties here. This is going to be Sente. The next move is going to be this move in Sente, this move in Sente. So white's captured on the bottom at least for some value. This one, guys, the life and death. White has to peep here, keep himself at many liberties and be alive. In the game, white plays these moves, and when black plays here, white can only capture like this, but this is already black winning the liberty race on the outside. So after black blocks, black is going to be alive. In the game, both sides mess this up. Fortunately for black, the stop is bigger than this corner, so okay. At the end here, wow, who knows who's ahead. White saved the entire middle, white saved the entire middle, lost the entire corner, captured the bottom, and captured the top left. So black would have won this game if he had played just the normal looking connect. Remember here, guys, the second eye is here. It's split. White will have just no way to connect to the right hand side, and white would die. We saw white was black was ahead by 7 points at the at that part. This move, yeah, no, I unfortunately this move is this would be a lot of Ko-Aji shenanigans. Hard to say who's gonna win. This one, Atari here, play this Atari. Suppose black can't win the Ko. This inside is gonna have 5 liberties, and black is ahead by 1 liberty. So maybe this move can still work for black, but now you have to connect. Oh no. And black connects at the wrong spot. This way maybe there's another Ko-Aji here and throw in Aji there. White may connect for the extra liberties, but who knows? Assuming black loses the Ko, yeah, this would be white ahead by 1 liberty, but there's a Ko-Aji, so still possible after messing up the life and death there. Unfortunately, black messed this life and death up, and this is one-legged chicken, and white survives and wins the game. Very interesting game played here. Remember to the big picture stuff. Keep your main objectives in mind and skimp out on some of the side objectives for your main objective, which is affecting the middle. Secondly, for white, keep your main objectives in the middle in sight. And here, losing sight of the most important thing on the board was fatal to white's chances of winning. Luckily for white, black messed up some simple life and death shapes near the end to lose the game. So if black gets a little bit stronger life and death abilities, this would be, we could see marked improvement. Here, Atari instead of peep, and then make yourself as strong as possible instead of just going as quickly as possible and leaving yourself these weaknesses. Very interesting fighting. Now these 2Q players are, maybe they'll struggle against some other 2Qs we've commented. Okay, next we have Zebra Bob. Zebra Bob is a 4Q with a very nice, catchy nickname. Okay, Dion is the first time we've seen him play, so perfectly good so far. Very Joseki. This jump is not Joseki. The Joseki is cut and then jump. Black captures and white plays here. This is fine. This jump, another Joseki is to push up and then do this. I've never seen this one space jump. It's not likely a bad move, but maybe well, yeah, it's not a bad move. It's a fine move. Okay. This move has my blessings. Black turns, so this turn is not going to be as good a move as the jump. One, white can still just play this move. Two, white blocks and forms a very strong tiger mouse shape. Both are fine. Okay, another Joseki is played. This move is a little too strong for white. The move here makes the left putting pressure on the corner, makes the bottom putting pressure on the corner. Simply defend the bottom, make sure all your weaknesses are gone, and this move getting ready to invade the top. These are big moves. This move and the invasion are big moves. This move is not as big. This move is very close to a black corner that white cannot threaten. So now black invading on the bottom, threatening both sides, is very, very strong. Another move here is also very strong. Next, the R12, and then the jump. This sort of takes advantage of white's move here. If white loses a stone, the move would be totally useless. This also strengthens black's top. This is another big move. This move needs to be an attach to give black a little bit more solidness. In the game, this looks like the kicking headbutting variation, but with a major problem, which is white peeps, and black has to prevent white from connecting. That's going to be a liability for black. White is basically the same. White actually makes a bit more territory, so black being much weaker is a main difference between these two shapes. Okay, black jumps and white finds a key spot and black captures. Here definitely surround this. This also prevents the defense against the weaknesses we talked about earlier, which makes this a super efficient surround of territory. In the game, black goes back in on himself in the corner. This is going to be inefficient. Left hand side very big, this big. Let's see. Okay, this move, white would rather take the corner now. Something like this. This is the safest move. This is the aggressive move. Headbutting is okay too. White would like to play this and then invade and pincer and attack the black stone. Chase the black stone into the middle where it is very, very not valuable, and white can play stones on the middle to the bottom side where white is a lot weaker and where these moves are very valuable. So white wants to do this overall. So pressing here goes against this plan. So this is not going to be a very good idea. So next, black invades a corner. Yes, this is a good idea. Okay. The normal invasion point is here and then attach. And then something like this is very strong. Black will get sente and then invade the bottom. Simple move attach here, and this will also allow black to get sente and invade the bottom. So this move commits black to fighting here, and it's gonna be okay for black, but black has to survive first. And I don't quite see yet how to survive. There's a very strong squeeze, which could be some agi. So black here in the game played the only thing that came to mind there. Unfortunately, this exchange is very good for white overall. Oh yeah. Oh boy, this is just giving up layers of territory too easily. Um, yeah, I don't see too good of choices for black. Maybe black has to resort to this kind of headbutting. Not ideal, but you gotta do what you have to do. Play this and headbutt, and then Atari here to move out. Gotta do what you have to do. Okay, so in the game, black got a Panuki, but white gets a territory in Sente and another encroachment on the black territory first. So white gains significantly here. Press is okay, but right now black is getting strong enough to where if white surrounds the bottom, black can invade the right hand side. So okay, here this is going to be a very happy exchange for white. Black has to extend once and then maybe play a knight's move to get Sente and then invade the bottom. In the game, fighting occurs here. White needs to extend, and this is the skin that we talked about in the other game. Give up the one stone, which is the outermost layer of skin. When black captures it, no matter how, white can take this Sente. This is probably not good for black. White can take the Sente and surround both sides, and this would be very good, using the stone to the max. In the game, white is focusing on the bottom, which is fine. Make sure to play the more efficient tiger mouse. Connect, gonna be okay. Here the move is to attach on the bottom and cut, and then wrap around from the outside. Okay, good. I'm very happy to see both players not going after the one stone. Good job by black and good job by white. Okay, heavy fighting results here. Unfortunately, it was white who first saves the stones that should not be saved. And that's going to be very bad for white here. The move is to block on the outside, play this is all going to be Sente, and then survive on the right hand side, something like this. This is perhaps black's way of assuring the most captures and then strengthen the outside. Maybe another move is to just survive on the right, but if white was going to survive on the right, white would have attached earlier. So let's see. In the game, white fought the hardest he could. Unfortunately, black had all the thickness advantages around here, so at the end of this, white made half of this alive, was unable to make the other half alive. Also, wow, white made some magical things happen here. But this is still, black is going to have too much resources. White was not going to win the ko, and now this is white in a doomed run to the upper side. Still, white did a very good job of making something happen. Libra Bob, this is too obvious. And so white is going to lose this group in the middle. White gained a few stones on the upper side, but it's going to be likely not enough. Well, hold on. So this black is still very, very safe here. Still very, very safe here. Interesting. So very good job by black in this fighting on the right hand side to capture the white group. Gave up some points, but that's okay. Here it was very important for black to find the counterattacks in the white shape, just extend, white has to play this kind of self-protecting move. And then black is totally fine just capturing here. And just keep counterattacking against white. In the game, black sort of found himself a little bit. So first, the top was taken care of by capturing 2 stones. White saves the left and the right. And then on the bottom, black cut here at e3, which didn't do anything to white. Right now, black still has a chance to play this move. White can Atari once, but has to come back, connect back later, and then black still has a chance to fight with the bottom white group. This may not result in a total life by black, but the ensuing fight is gonna allow black to have enough synthase to make eyes. In any case, that is black's best chance. In the game, when black cut here, it was very, very unfortunate. Oh, okay. Did you are more? Okay. At the end here, this was not going to work for black. Okay, this is the last fight. White should just connect, and then everything is gonna be fine. Just this is very creatively done by black. So here the move is to Atari. When white connects, and then play this move. So don't fight the ko at all. In the game, black messes it up, and even though black was able to capture 2 stones, black wasn't able to capture on the left-hand side, and in fact, white captures on the left, and this is going to be too much for white. White wins by 51. Holy crap. Okay. Yeah, 51 here. Black's when black needed to counterattack against white, black was unable to find the counterattack. Black has to extend first, and the counterattack is Hane and Atari. Black is in no danger whatsoever. However, later when it got a little bit dicey and black already lost the 2 stones in the center, now black goes for this counter-attacking cut. It's like exactly at the wrong time, and so unfortunately black ends up losing the entire bottom territory to white, and it was unable to have a chance to win in the end. Wow, today's 3 Michael Chen reviewed games are all very, very interesting, very highly, lots and lots of fighting. So thank you everyone who played, and thanks for watching. We are now going to transition into Breakout Room 2. Breakout Room 2 to play to check out 3 more game reviews. This is Luo Yun, Nathan Toner, Robert Gilman, Geoffrey Welch, Ryan Miller, Angel Sesma. These games. We are going to transition into Breakout Room 2 to Breakout Room 2 to Breakout Room 2. Okay. Okay, guys. We are in Breakout Room 2 now, and we're gonna reshare the screen, and we're gonna continue to do the next set of game reviews here. Perfect. Everything is as it was. Robert Gilman, Geoffrey Welch. Okay, so these 2 players. Wow, a 4Q? Is that right? Robert Gilman, a 4Q? Rainier Bob. Okay, very, very strong. Okay, good. Let's see. Okay. I was gonna say at the 8Q, 9Q, 10Q level, there's a few things we want to focus on, but Rainier Bob is a 4Q on OGS, which is super strong, and oh my god, these moves are totally perfect, fine moves by black so far, and for white, so pleasantly surprised that, oh my god. Okay, now we're beginning to see some struggles. Perfectly played beginning, like the aggression level is perfect. Okay, invading, white blocks. The move is to play the attach here. Okay, in the game, black gives us up way too easily. Another move would be to play these moves. White has a very good connect, and this is going to be white being able to capture black. So in hindsight, then black has to play this move. Another very strong move is to play the knight's move, and then this is using an exchange to win your fights. One stone for one stone. This is a very good idea in the fighting. If the frontal engagement doesn't seem to be working, then you have to go for these exchanges to win the fight. Alright, so this connect is a bit small, this extend is a bit small, but this is to be expected, so no worries there. Attach, very aggressive. Connect, Rainier Bob is very passive. The block is the biggest thing here, just in terms of territory. White may want to go, like, leave even one more space because black is so strong in the corner. Okay, this move not very good because remember you want to threaten something with your moves, and this move doesn't threaten the corner white. So instead, a move on the top is big, a move in the middle is big. So use this Aji here to squeeze, to play somewhere here to threaten. This move, white's going to be very happy just making his moyo alongside you. These exchanges slowed black down a lot, and remember the skins concept we talked about earlier. White is very happy allowing black to capture the outermost layer of skin here in order to make the bigger territories on the right hand side. So in the game, white, this move is the best move, most this move has the most sense of urgency. White extends, this is normal, this is defending this local area, and when black pushes here, this sort of negates the ability for black to cut later. So this is going to be very, very good for white, this middle. Okay, so not too much happened. Both players are very courteous to each other, not invading much. Okay, and then we come to the end game stage, and it looks like white's middle is gonna be way too big to overcome for black. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 points for black. For white, this is 10, this is 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. So 90 to 70, white is gonna win by 25, 30 points, 34 points. Yeah, the center was surrounded with way too little effort, and And white wins by 29.5 at the end. So remember, guys, so both players played a remarkably strong early game. Man, these moves. Let's just say, ask the AI. It would like these moves. Look at these. Mhm. 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 Yeah, these were like exact. The fighting is where both players struggled a little bit. Black lost a bit here in terms of the thickness, but once white added this one move, that is taking endgame, that is an endgame move very early on, and adding thickness to your existing thickness, this is almost this move has no thickness value and has only points value, so it's not going to be a very big move. So this gives black the initiative again. However, here on the upper right, black played a little bit too timidly, including how to address the middle. Remember that when you are able to have your opponents around you in a shape like this, some people are very much frightened of the opponent. Some people are very excited when the opponent surrounds them, and they say, "Oh my God, I can attack left, up, left, right, up, and down. I can attack every which where. I can do so much damage to my opponent." Some people are very nervous and they say, "Oh, he has me surrounded. I'm so scared." So, of course, this idea is very powerful to have. And of course, if you have to identify if your opponent has just some stones or if he has thickness. You never want to be close to your opponent's thickness because you get captured. And at this level, players have a lot of experience with getting captured by playing around thickness. So if you can identify not thickness, just some stones, you can see all the surrounding opponent positions as a way to counterattack. And then your invasions would look very good. So if the following moves happened in this game, the right hand side, very strong, don't attack there. Top, maybe, left, definitely, and bottom, definitely. So left and the bottom are prime areas to counterattack. When the opponent tries to dive in and destroy our ice space, here comes all the counterattacks. Run out. God forbid opponent tries to surround us, push through here. Now white is trying to get home this way, and we have now come home in Sente and destroyed all the white potential and left white with all these cutting points, and the all these weaknesses. So that could be a great way to win the game. So in the game, in the actual game, black was very timid, and in each way, black only reduced a little bit. Rainier Bob only reduced a little bit and allowed white to surround the big middle without having really spent too many excess moves inside the territory. All the moves were spent on the fences. That would be that would be super efficient. In fact, here we recommended two safer middle board surrounding moves. One is this move, and the idea is to sacrifice the outermost sentry post. Another is to extend, connect, and then another one here, just connect to make sure you have enough strength to capture any invaders. Okay, and the game just lacked aggression a little bit from Rainier Bob, and as a result, white came out with an easy victory with a big middle territory. Very instructive game to see there. Next, we have Nathan Toner versus Luo Yun. Okay, this game ended very quickly. Okay, between two 9Qs, let's see. Dr. Sparkle. These guys have the best nicknames. White jumps. So far so good. This move is gonna do a lot more to help black than it would be to help white. And in the game, black played super aggressive. This left the cutting points, but white was unable to take advantage. Okay, more fighting here. This is the middle of the three stones. This is a very good idea, and White basically finds it very difficult to move in this area. In the game, white makes the best use out of the situation here. Always remember when you're capturing, try to do a netting capture. So connect and then take your one stone out to the outside. When the opponent Ataris, make the other Atari and play this kind of a netting capture is the strongest thing. When black connects, this allows white to also cut black, and this makes black have to capture the two stones. And this is going to be a little bit smaller. Oh, this is good. Black sees the stones in Atari, and so right now black has to connect in any case. So here, might as well connect earlier. So good job by black to figure this out. Unfortunately, this attack then is going to be a major failure by black. It was supposed to be a capture, making territory for black and capturing white stones. Now it is white with territory plus extra potential on the upper side. So, and then black goes to make a big middle board territory. I see what happened. I see what happened. So at the end of this game, black saw that the middle could not be made, something like this, and then coupled with the bad fighting in the beginning, just ended up resigning. Here, the game isn't too far apart yet. In fact, here it's only white by 16 points or so. At this level, at 9Q, anything could still happen at this point. And at the 9Q, so definitely would want to play on. A few things to note about trying to force a comeback in this kind of a situation. Doing something wholeheartedly when you have the disadvantage is not a good idea. You always want to sort of damage your opponent at the same time, as you're making things for yourself. So you never want to just attack or just build when you're behind by a lot, because it's very easy for the opponent to not fight with you. In this game, white surrounds the left-hand side territory and allows black to make the middle territory. You want to, complicate things up by making these invasion points, invasion areas, and then look for counterattacks. If your opponent has some weaknesses, you can counterattack. Your invasions will, take your territory for you, and then later you may catch up. Plus, this also steers the game into the middle of the board, which sort of, lengthens the game as well. In the game, if this happened, white just sacrificed the one stone, which was very smartly done, and then destroyed the middle. And then it doesn't look like black has enough. So a few more even exchanges later, and black just ended up deciding to throw in the towel way too early. But from the way the game went, I don't quite blame black. It did feel like white just really knew what to do in the game. So okay, this was rather short. Lastly, let's see, good idea. The middle fight. Remember how you want to capture the stones. This is the most important takeaway. You want to capture in a netting motion instead of a cutting motion. This is already a little bit unsatisfactory for black. Letting white get a sente, make up some value in sente, already not so happy. So okay. Yeah. This fighting just went very well, and White used a very nice sacrifice tactic. Let the one stone get sacrificed, and then took care of the rest. So very good job by White. Note how White did it 2 more times in the game. The second time was here. When Black went for the cut, White just surrounded the left-hand side territory and took Sente and allowed Black to surround the middle. And White does it again a third time on the bottom, again sacrificing this one stone to just push into the middle and destroy Black's last remaining hope, which is making a big middle of the board territory. Very good use of giving up one stone to accomplish all your objectives in this game. So very good job by White here. Next we have Ryan Miller versus Angel Sesma. Oh, that was a Zebra Bob game. This is a game. Cool. Padricos and Tiernuki. Very nice. These are two Tenkyu players. So far, very nice opening. This is all Joseki. Believe it or not, this is also Joseki. The full Joseki goes first push, and then Hane, and then jump. This is important to prevent the double cut from being fatal to White in the corner. Having 3 stones prevents the double cut. In the game, White pushes 1 less than enough. So 2, 1 less than enough. And this will allow the double cut to happen. And Black captures the corner. So this is Black punishing White's corner a little bit. Okay. Wow. Surprised to see this is not yet too bad for Black. Interesting. Nicely done. Anyways, that's the weakness, and okay. A stronger move would be this this knight's move right here. That would still be okay. Of course, push is also fine. Push is probably best. This reverts back to the Joseki. Knight's move is perfectly fine. This prevents any of the double cuts. So at this level, at 10Q, 11Q, it's very important to let all of these be a good lesson for us, and take us forward. Okay, here Black. Okay, Black Hanes, and here it's important for White to play the Hane. The next move is Atari, Squeeze, and Atari in Sente. In the game, White sort of backed off, and there was no reason to, and you definitely needed to play the Hane. Okay, these are all very good Joseki moves too. This move needs to be a press. This puts more pressure on the Black stone, or a block. This is better for defense in the corner. When this move happens, it doesn't attack the weakest, it doesn't address the most important thing here, which is the invading Black stone. Fortunately for White, Black also plays a bad move here, and the most important thing is to survive with the 1 stone. Pushing in is also strong. Another move is to connect out. In the game, Black sort of pushed White into the weakest Black stone on the bottom, and this is going to be fine for White now. White blocks, and then this cut. This I guess we have to cut, but the White Hane is irresistibly good. Okay, good job on both sides. In hindsight, White probably wants to connect and then just fight this as a ko. Just gonna be fine. In the game, a bit of a compromise was reached. However, White once again falls into the double cutting trap. White is looking to surround everything, but the most important thing is to play one of these two connecting points, tiger mouse points, to connect. Okay, so in the game, white plays here this, black can cut on the outside. This is gonna be some trouble inside the white territory. Probably the best is to cut here first, and then cut here, and then black is still Sente, and then Atari, and takes these out. Anyways, these are details. White was unable to fix all the cutting points. Okay. Good, good. White connects here. Yes, so black was once again able to find this double cutting on the sides weakness, and white is going to lose a lot here. Okay, white continues the game. Unfortunately, here a bit of a good job by white capturing this one stone. So good job by white here. Unfortunately, when black played this move, it's Sente to threaten this takeout, and having messed this one up, black is black is now doing very, very well. Here, this move right now, actually, black's best move is probably Atari here. Let the white stones connect out and make sure the bottom is captured. When black captured here, the normal Atari is good right now. And then playing here allows white to survive in the side. Playing this Atari though, now white is once again unable to survive in the bottom side now. So so white dies in one more group, and this game is now very, very favorable for black. Did anything big happen? Yeah, unfortunately none of these moves are gonna work. I think this game was, okay, it ended here. I think this game was more of these 11 Qs that we expect. The last couple of games were very, very strong players, and so Tiranuki being a little bit outmatched by the opponent. A lot of reading issues, which is, you know, we're all still learning, so that's totally fine. A lot of reading issues and general shape issues. Shape issues with the two double cuts is going to be, as we get more used to the game and as we develop more and more experience in the game, these kinds of shape issues are going to be more easy to identify, and it's going to be easier to address. And the reading issue can be addressed by playing more and doing more life and death Tsumego puzzles. White had some good highlights capturing this one stone, but then was unable to keep, you know, a lot of the fighting together, and it felt like white was a little bit overmatched in this game. So all good. Good stuff. Keep developing the game and playing and having fun. Hope both players continue to play a lot of Go in the future. We went through the second batch of games really quickly, but hopefully you guys got a bit of some good stuff out of it. This one, some shape problems, get to know better shape, and the AI will also tell you what better shape would be, and and some problems and some more experience will help white. For black, here a little bit of reading as well, and didn't see too many problems with black in this game. In that other game we saw some very nice, very short, very instructive games. So the importance of invading, and when you're kind of behind. You don't want to just do something that's one-dimensional, whether it's attack and try to capture something, or if it's surround a big middle or something like that. And here we saw how White was able to accomplish his objectives very, very well by sacrificing one stone, and White continued to sacrifice one stone and come out ahead in fights and exchanges. 3 sacrifices of one stone really made the game, made the game come together for White in the end here. Very, very good job in this game. And then in the first one, we had a Rainier Bob, not enough aggression, and we saw how to surround, big territories. You have to be willing to sacrifice, the outermost layer of skin, or shed the layer of skin on the outside to get you some moves to surround your big territory. Gotta be willing to give up a little bit in order to surround the big picture. And we also saw that as an example, some people thrive by having his opponent all around him. He's like, I'm so excited, I can attack and do damage everywhere. Some people are fazed by the same prospect and just identify if the opponent is not that strong, and then dive right in and do some major damage. When your opponent is very strong, though, make sure to give him the respect that thickness deserves. Okay, thank you guys for watching. This has been a double header session for me in this North American online league. Have a good week, and I will see you guys in the next one.